Hey royalties, it is your boy Kami bringing you 10 awesome manhwas to read in 2023. We all know how frustrating it is to find a good manhwa to read, especially when you've just finished reading a masterpiece, or when you are still starving for more chapters from your favorite manhwa. These manhwas are carefully selected after reading each of them, and I've excluded the most popular titles such as Solo Leveling and Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. They are mostly 2021, 2022, and 2023 manhwas with incredible plots, and mostly have between 30 to 500 plus chapters. Without further delays, let's start. Coming at number 1 we have Superstar from Age 0. This is a new manhwa dropped this July 2023. In this manhwa, our MC died while on set as a supporting cast member, even though he tried his best to be an actor. While dying, he hoped to become an actor in his next life. Miraculously, he got a second chance and was reborn as a baby. When he was 7 months old, he remembered the memories of his past 100 life, from when he was a slime to being a fairy and many other life forms. And the skills he got in these life forms had been stored in his consciousness. Now, with the knowledge of his past 100 life and skills, he is determined to be the protagonist in being a mega superstar and actor. I strongly recommend reading this manhwa when you're having a bad or stressful day. It will melt your heart with its comedy and how the MC's cuteness slays people. Oh, I forgot to mention that today's recommendations are not ranked. They are random, so do take note of it. At number 2 we have My Little Brother is the Academy's Hotshot. In this manhwa, during the last battle with the king of the dragon race that killed countless humans, the MC lost his comrades and biological brother. However, the moment he slays an unidentified dragon that appears before him, he was sent back in time to his days as an academy student. This time, he vowed to kill all dragons so that the past doesn't repeat itself. But in this past, he has regressed into his older brother Aesir, a genius warrior doesn't exist. His older brother was a major player in the final battle, so he has to fill in the empty spot of Aesir. Now, our MC tries to prepare as much as possible before the strongest dragon king, the 7th dragon, appears. This manhwa has good artwork and storyline. I especially love how detailed the artist was in depicting the European styles of building. Coming at number 3 we have My Female Apprentices Are All Big Shots from the Future. Hold up, before you skip this manhwa. This is not the usual slutty master-disciple kind of manhwa, so hear me out first. In the vast starry sky of this universe, countless worlds exist and there are also countless powerful gods there. They have the ability to cut down stars, swallow the sun, and determine the life and death of hundreds of millions of creatures. Each time these gods fight, countless worlds and civilizations get destroyed, leaving behind countless ruined worlds and civilizations. One day, the Saint system was born with the sole purpose of finding a suitable host. This host will then go back in time to accept future big shots as disciples and change the fate of the ruined worlds. After searching for years, the system finally found the only compatible host meditating in the void. It directly started binding with the host, introducing itself in an arrogant tone, not knowing that the host is actually the most powerful being in the universe. Haha. After that, the system was forced to join the host in this adventure and comply with the host's decision. Haha, no comment, go and check it out. Coming at number 4 we have The Previous Life Miram Ranker. In this manhwa, our MC was among the only 5 SSS class hunters in the world. However, he lived quite a pitiful life unbefitting the necromancer that he is. He was a hunting dog for a guild and had quite a bad public image, as he always crawled out of situations where everyone else died. He ended up being betrayed by his guild and hunted because of an item he got. Before he died in the final standoff with the guild, he swallowed the item and mysteriously transmigrated into the Miram world. While he was relieved to have the peaceful life of the noble family's young master, his life is threatened again. He then decided to make use of his necromancer class in the system to become the strongest existence in this world. After that, he will return to Earth to take his revenge on his former guild. This is an epic manhwa that will keep you glued from chapter to chapter. The artwork is incredible and the MC is a likable fellow. Coming at number 5 we have My Disciples Are All Big Villains. In this manhwa, our MC transmigrated into the body of an old man at the end of his road. Not only was this old man the patriarch of the Heavenly Demon Pavilion, but he was also the biggest villain who had raised 9 disciples. Each of his disciples was a renowned villain vicious enough to even calculate their master. As soon as our MC woke up in his body, they were besieged by the top 10 experts in this world. Now, our MC is faced with enemies both outside and inside. On top of this body being weak with only a few days worth of life energy. Thankfully, he got a system, and with it, he is set to defend his new place and reform the villainous disciple. I strongly recommend this manhwa as it doesn't have boring cultivation panels. The artwork and fight scenes are really amazing, coupled with a bit of comedy. Coming at number 6 we have It's Over. Empress Husband is actually invincible. In this manhwa, our MC was summoned by the Empress of the Great Yan Dynasty to become her husband at the time of life and death. He also got the strongest supreme system, but he only wanted to be the ultimate soft rice prince of the Empress. So he resolutely rejected the system, but he didn't expect that the strong system would suddenly change into a dog-licking system. The system discovered that he is a creature from the super high-dimensional planet Earth. It tells our MC that it can only become his slave system. Haha, here is an author who makes us Earthlings proud. The system proceeded to tell him to please control himself, as he might accidentally kill it. This is a manual where the MC is overpowered but decides to hide his powers. The artwork is satisfactory, and the MC has a funny way of reasoning that annoys his enemies, though they can't do anything about it. Coming at number 7 we have Apex Future Martial Arts. You can also find this manhwa with the title, Logging 10,000 Years in the Future. In this manhwa, our MC constantly had the same nightmare where he gets chased around by zombies. This made his health to deteriorate to a point below a normal human being, and because of that, he was looked down upon by many, as with his health condition he can't join the Superhuman Academy. A few days into the final tests, he got annoyed in the midst of the nightmare and killed the zombies chasing him. Suddenly, he inherited the memories and the martial power these zombies had when they were still alive. He later finds out that this is actually a type of system that lets him travel 10,000 years in the future. And this is actually how ruined the world will be in the future. His mission is to learn all the advanced martial arts of the future and prevent the destruction of the world. This is a good manhwa with insane artwork and fight scenes. I especially like how smart and shameless the MC's younger sister is. She is the true model of what a businesswoman should look like. Haha. Coming at number 8 we have Astral Pet Store. In this manhwa, our MC wakes up from a dream to discover that he has transmigrated into a world similar to Earth, gaining his new identity in the former body of an 18-year-old known as Su Ping. The technology in this world is more advanced than the ones on Earth and acts as a support for pets. In this world, the ranking of countries are determined by the number and power of war pets they have. Now this is a big step away from the world we know, where our leaders pride themselves on nukes. Our MC wants to get strong and do what every other MCs would do. He starts by getting to know more about the previous owner of his body. He discovers that he has a sister who is a war pet tamer, and that he has a store. He decided to check out the store, but when he gets there, he is disappointed, as the former owner of his body didn't take care of the pet store. Soon, an angry customer who didn't receive good treatment from the store was about to use his pet to bring the whole building down. But just as he was about to launch his attack, time froze and the super pet store system opens. With its help, our MC easily defeated the angry customer, resolves the issues, and restores the pet store to its reputation. With the help of the system, he becomes a war beast tamer, and uses his system to turn cute little pets into disastrous beasts. This manhwa is quite good with mind-blowing fight scenes, and the MC is quite likable. Coming at number 9 we have Peerless Battle Spirit. In the magnificent continent of Kanglan, strength reigns supreme. Martial artists, through the use of martial spirits, communicate with heaven and earth, entering the path of self-cultivation. Strong cultivators on this continent are able to annihilate mountains and rivers with a single strike. And in a barren corner of this continent was our MC. He was considered a trash because of the martial spirit he awoke, though he was a genius who excels in comprehending martial arts. One day he was struck by lightning and unexpectedly gained a divine battle spirit. With the help of this battle spirit, he set on the road to become invincible and challenge the gods. Coming at number 10 we have the Frenzy Evolution. Have you ever thought of what happens to cowardly characters in comics before? Well, our MC was among these cowards, as he was fear-stroked when the apocalypse broke out, leaving his disabled little sister to be munched by zombies. This became his biggest regret later on, even though he became strong enough to protect himself. As a result of this, he closed his heart in regret, and when he was cornered in a fight, he decided to not run anymore. He was thinking that if he dies, then he can peacefully go down to atone for his sins. And he ended up dying in this battle, but unexpectedly gets a second chance. Now, with his knowledge of the apocalypse, he is determined to protect his little sister and become the strongest in these last days. Alright, let's stop here for today. Drop your thoughts in the comments section and let me know whether I should do part 2 of this. Do not forget to subscribe and share this video before you disappear. Peace out.